Yamala Dragons! That is hello dragons in my native language from Cameroon.
Oh.
My name is Gilles Chianga. I'm from Toronto, and our company name is Taltis Foods. We are here to ask for $60,000 in exchange for 10% of our business. Taltis Food is a food manufacturing company that offers unique, authentic, and healthy African-related products.
That's a lot of products. I want to try them.
Many years ago, I came to Canada, and very soon I started suffering from homesickness. 12 years later, I'm living in one of the most multicultural cities in the world, and yet African products are nowhere to be found. Dragons. Today, I'm about to show you how you can become an African cuisine chef in a minute.
Nice. All right.
Oh, well done.
I'm excited.
I'm hungry.
So, we need 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of broth, and our 1 pouch of our jollof tasty sauce.
Jollof.
I'm going to give a little mixing of this.
Mixing. Jollof.
And voila!
Ta-da!
It's done. Dragons, African cuisine has never been so easy.
Ready to taste
We
it.
have some sample for you.
Ah. Gilles, you are a fun guy.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
Gilles' creations are all based on traditional West African recipes. They include cooking sauces, yam fries, and a variety of canned drinks, like his top seller, hibiscus ginger. His products are available online and in select grocery chains across Ontario and Quebec.
Loving this.
Oh, great.
Do you make all these products or just the sauce? You don't make the drinks, you're distributing.
I do make the drinks. I do make the sauce. I do make all what
You
can see here.
manufacture all
everything.
of this. Wow.
Yes.
What's your sales so far?
Right now we have $55,000 in sales just on the beverages.
Just tell me a little bit about your background.
When I finished my high school back home, I have a possibility, the offer to go abroad to continue my studies. So I went to Italy. I completed my master's degree in food processing.
Wow.
And at the time when I was ready now to go back home, I become the main source of support for my family. So it was better for me to stay abroad. And I have to do that because they sacrificed a lot to get me out. You know, for a travel abroad, my dad put everything he has saved.
Where did you study in Italy?
University of Milan.
How many years did you do there?
7 anni.
7 anni. E parli italiano?
Assolutamente bene.
Azza, veramente. No, guys, honestly, his accent is perfect. It's flawless right now.
Wow.
Very impressive. Your language, your skill set, supporting your family, moving abroad, like so many people in this country. How did you go from Italy, finishing your master's, to ending up here in Canada and starting the business?
I couldn't go back home. For 2 years, I was doing all sorts of jobs in Italy just to kind of survive. And I heard about Canada, and I said, okay, probably that's a place where I can keep living and continue with my dream of starting a business and keep helping my family.
Just give me a second. There's a company called Grace Kennedy in Jamaica.
Grace. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
right.
And if I look at what you have there, I see Grace Kennedy.
No, that's a good point.
Grace is the company that I'm trying to emulate here.
Okay, so I want to be a partner with you. So what I'm going to do is this. I'll do $100,000 for 33% of the company. And I'll also going to give you an operating facility that we can negotiate what the interest would look like for another $500,000.
Wow, that's a really great deal. It's a real
It's 100 for 33 and 500 as a loan?
It's an amazing offer, Gilles. I'm out because I think you should take that offer. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just bet on the person, and that's what Wes is doing, and you can't have a better partner or somebody who understands some of the challenges that you've faced and some of the challenges you're about to face. I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you so much, Ali.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You are a person that will win, and you are the right type of person to win, which, like, I am rooting behind you 100%.
Thank you so much.
Because I think you have the best partner up here.
Thank you so much.
So you got one offer on the table.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Oh. Oh, gosh. I can do this. So, West, I accept your offer.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Good job. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Really am.
Thank you so much.
Buongiorno.
Go build a great business.
Is that your Italian?
That's fantastic.
Good deal, Wes.
Yeah, good.
All right, that was good.
Best partner, Wes. You're the best partner for him.
I love how he wants to inspire others, Wes.
That's what it's all about, man. People don't get that part.
Welcome all. We are here in the continent of Africa seeking solution for African problem. We are in the season of World Cup. African team is doing well. Some of them are not bad, but all in all, we pray for them to have a success in this wonderful World Cup in Qatar. But I want to speak one thing about what I discovered in World Cup. If you look, many countries, especially European countries, have many African players, and this make me to come here today to speak to you that when Africa will come together and create a single or united Africa, we'll have a big and wonderful and fantastic team in this World Cup. I have seen one of the player from Switzerland, somebody Umbolo, was Cameroon international, but he scored against Cameroon, against his homeland countries. Also, we have seen the son of the president of Liberia, the son of George Weah, who is playing in the United States of America national team in this World Cup. Not only him, there are so many Africans in France. You see the international team of France, France national team in this World Cup. Mbappe was there. Mbappe originality is from Cameroon. Today we are saying Cameroon maybe will not perform well, but look how many players are coming out of the Cameroon and playing for other nations. So that's why I say today I want to speak to you about these issues. And this is because Africa, we are not united, we are divided. And sometimes maybe we don't know how to grow these talents. Africa, we have a lot of talents. And what you see in the football or in the soccer is the same what you see in politics, what you see in economic. The same that African economy or African resources are benefiting others. The same to what you see in the soccer, that African players have been providing services to the European countries, American countries, and other countries. But you never hear and see the Frenchmen praying for African countries. You never hear and see the UK player praying for African national teams. Why? Because they love themselves. They love their countries. But why Africa, we are not loving our countries? So this is a good example. And this World Cup has been exposing the real how Africans' talents have been benefiting the Europeans, the Americans, and other civilizations instead of benefiting the African continent. So that's why every now and then we are talking about the unity of the continent. Just imagine if Africa, we are so united and we create a single African team or football team, like United States team, like a Russian team. What do you expecting? Like China team, what do you expect? Africa will be, will take all these cups, World Cup, every World Cup Africa will win, because Africa, we have many talents, and we'll compete with a big team like Brazil. But because France is not a big team, because France has been taking player from Africa. So you can't say France is a big team. No, France is benefiting from African talents. And this is how you see in this World Cup. Almost 90% of the prayers are originated from Africa. So let me continue to do my daily work of preparing our good farm, like you see, our good garden, to make sure that we can produce more food for ourselves. But all in all, keep in your mind that the Africa will be built by Africans. If we are not participating in any issues, don't blame that Chinese are doing this, don't blame this and this. Please, everyone where you are, play your part, do things that is good and well for the continent of Africa, so that we can liberate this continent economically, and we can move forward and compete with the big nation like United States of America, and we can pinch them out in the ring, because we are so powerful than the people think about us. Thank you.
Cooling on a couch, watching TV. No, I'm feeling nothing but lazy. Feeling to somebody, nothing else to do. Might as well go to the board and drop something brand new. Feeling on the dice, throwing shit down. Making me vibe to the sound. About to stop. Hungry that I'm up for the plug now. Cause I found out you liking this. Don't you want it back? Don't you want it back? Don't you want it?
This is Clint, our coconut, what's your name? Jelly man? Coconut tree man, and he's going to show me right now how him reach up the tree. Lord have mercy. I just had to get it on video. Go, I've got you now, Clint. Go.
Ready?
Yes, man. Lord have mercy.
Let me show you how this thing looks right. I'm going all the way up, okay?
What? Boy.
All the way up.
Lord have mercy. Oh! That's amazing.
That's so cool. Look at that workout. William would love to do that.
Yes.
If I want to, I could go all the way up.
Wow. Into the tree.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, pause.
Let me show you one more step. Let me show you one more step. You could also go around the tree.
Oh my gosh.
This is a coconut man right here.
This is so he could go around the tree.
And come back down.
He must have amazing ab strength.
Tell me about it.
And he's tiny.
William would love this video.
William would love this. I'm going to send William this video.
Like it?
I love it. I want to go up there next.
Hi.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your contacts. Thank you.
You should make direct monetary payments to the eligible recipients.
That's economist William Darity. He co-authored the book From Here to Equality, which outlines one of the most comprehensive plans for what material reparations could look like.
So we estimate that this would require an expenditure of approximately $350,000 per eligible recipient. You get a figure of approximately $14 trillion.
Reparations for the crime of slavery and its legacy have long been a subject of national debate.
I don't think reparations for something that happened 150 years ago for whom none of us currently living are responsible is a good idea.
And I think they're using what academics would call the theory of distance, that something is too far in the past to have contemporary application.
So it's easy to see why Congress has yet to pass H.R. 40, a bill that was proposed all the way back in 1989. It would set up a commission to study and consider a national apology and proposal for reparations for the institution of slavery, and its subsequent racial and economic discrimination against African Americans. And while you cannot place a monetary value on slavery and its lasting effects, there's a precedent of reparations programs compensating victimized communities directly. Back in the US, the Civil Liberties Act of 1988 designated $20,000 payments to Japanese Americans who survived internment camps during World War II.
The U.S. government has also made payments in instances where it was not the culpable party. Payments made to families that lost loved ones during the course of the 9/11 attacks, as well as payments that are being made to individuals who were held hostage in Iran at the end of the Carter presidency.
Up to $4.4 million per hostage or their estates. In the case of slavery, the US government did promise reparations. It's just reneged on it. In fact, when the US finally issued an apology for slavery, it included the disclaimer, "Nothing in this resolution authorizes or supports any claim against the United States or serves as a settlement of any claim against the United States." Nor did the US ever provide true reparations, a process consisting of three things: acknowledgement, redress, and closure for grievous injustices.
It's vital that the federal government issue an apology because that will create the justification for the redress plan that follows.
Hold on, know that it's time to be strong. Let's all believe in the future. Together we can move on. Raise up your voice and be heard. Calling every generation, all over together. Turn it up, win or lose, no backing down. We refuse, we take it over. Sing with me, this is the future. Oh, I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in all of us. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in all of us. Yanaraya sasini, atangano atangare, wadenche moshiponde. Africa la, Africa la, Africa la. Amaya chienda la, bibi sini yesi amare, amare.
When I left the corporate world to start rabbit farming, many people thought I had lost my mind. Many people thought I had gone crazy. However, in rabbit farming, I discovered white gold. Zimbabwe has got a lot of mines and minerals that are being mined from underground. But I gotta tell you, with rabbit farming, I feel like I'm farming gold right here on the surface. And I would invite you to join me to find out exactly how I have done it.
I don't even know how to start this interview, but I'm super excited to be finally in Harare, and I'm meeting a not very new face. I'm meeting the one and only Bright. This time I didn't call you Brian.
No, you didn't. You got it the last time.
Yes, Brian, it's been a year since we last had.
You called me Brian again. Yes.
Okay,
Bright.
so Bright, it's been a year since we last had a conversation.
Indeed it has, yes.
How is the rabbit hole?
It's been wonderful. It's been exciting. It's been a learning curve. So much has happened. But I guess I'll need some time to explain everything and tell you everything.
We have
that has
all the
happened.
time. We have all the time. So we are here to listen to your story. I featured you, and a lot of people up to this day, I still get messages of people who are interested in rabbit farming.
Yes.
So I would love to first ask you the very important question. I mean, I'm doing a follow-up interview, so it's only important. Was our interview of any benefit? Did it help you and your company or business?
Absolutely, absolutely it did. Because, I got to tell you, the exposure, the number of people that have been contacting me, Tigress, from all over the world. I had people calling me, and I still have people contacting me all the way from America, Zimbabweans living abroad in Europe, in Greater Africa. People are just contacting me and asking me about rabbit. I dare say I've become quite an authority on rabbit farming now.
Oh, that's called the African tigress effect.
Absolutely, and it's amazing, I gotta tell you. Yeah.
So I've noticed a couple of changes in this restaurant and the rabbitry and all that. Maybe you can tell us a little more, like how has it been for you in the rabbit business. But before we get to that, I just thought it would be important to bring people up to speed with who you are and what you do. The stage is yours.
All right, so I've said this before. My name is Bright Makuchete. I come from the corporate world where I worked for many, many years, and I departed from the corporate world in 2012 and then embarked on personal business and personal ventures until I stumbled upon rabbit farming in 2016. And this is where I am now. And I believe this is going to be my legacy. And I'm not going to leave rabbit farming because indeed I found white gold in rabbit farming.
Well, he calls rabbit farming white gold.
Indeed.
Why do you call it white gold?
Well, Tigress, for me, and I've always spoken openly with you. For me, when I started doing rabbit farming, I had a lot of criticism. I had people laughing at me, some thinking that because I was coming from a motor vehicle background, like I've shared before, and big titles in the corporate world, people felt that I had kind of fallen from grace. But for me, it was the other way around, because I was making, and I am making a lot more now farming rabbit than I did when I was in the corporate world or when I was dealing cars. So why not? I call it white gold because for me, indeed, that is what it is representing.
And the rabbits are white, obviously. So
yes, that's where the moniker comes from. It's the rabbits are white, and I'm calling it white gold. Yeah.
Did you ever find a time where you felt like giving up?
No, when I started, I pretty much knew and expected that I would get a lot of pushback, a lot of criticism, and I expected it, and because of that, I kind of prepared myself for it. That is not to say it has been easy all the way. I've experienced many difficulties along the way, but I thank God that I've been able to overcome almost any difficulty that I've come across up to this point, yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great to hear. So what has really changed in the rabbit farming business? What are you doing? What are you doing different now?
today in this video, I want to touch briefly on the question of financing, alternative, different ways of financing your business project. And they are you have both formal and informal financing, which I will deal with in more details in another video soon, maybe the very next video. But today I want to touch on reparation, because reparation is going to be one of the major issues that we discuss and in these videos, and it is potentially the largest source of financing for Black business. I'm talking about reparations for slavery and colonialism, both for Africans at home and abroad, and strictly for business development. Compensation, I think, should be for business development, to be used for business development, and not for consumption, especially to give Black folks money to go and spend and buy more stuff. I am going to mention, well, we all know about, or most of us do know about, the history of slavery and colonialism, the use of slaves to grow sugarcane and tobacco and cotton in the Caribbean and in North America. Also to use the resources of Africa to build Europe, Britain, the United Kingdom, and North America and their colonies. And this is the ruling class, it's rich people in those countries. And I just mentioned two references quickly. One is Capitalism and Slavery, very good book written by Dr. Eric Williams from Trinidad and Tobago. Another one, which is a more recent update of the issue, is Neocolonialism, the Last Stage of Imperialism, by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the president or ex-president of the first president of Ghana, who was thrown out by the powers that be, European powers and the CIA and so on, because anybody or any government or any person, especially in those times and today, that tried to fight against and change the economic situation, political, not so bad, or the other things, yes, but try to change the economic situation. As I keep remembering and thinking about Brother Julius Malema in South Africa as an example today of that economic struggle. But in a later video soon, I will get into more details about that. And I am hoping that the Black Lives Matter. Black lives will matter when Black people have economic power like the other races. Black lives will matter like the lives of other people when Black people have economic power like the other races in proportion to their share of the population. And the Black Lives Movement, the Black Caucus here in the USA, I think they should regard that and move it up in their agenda. Economic power as business development and economic power, I think, should be moved up in their list of to a top priority.
Cooling on a couch, watching TV. No, I'm feeling nothing but lazy. Feeling to some nothing else to do. Might as well go to the board and drop something brand new. Living on the dice, throwing shit down.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your context. Thank you.